Hey, guys and gals, and welcome to yet another Friday Foolish. Now, I'm going to let everybody know that me and Candice got some things going on this afternoon, so we're going to keep this Friday Foolish at an hour. I know, we're not going to be on here for 2 or 3 hours like normal, but, that's going to happen from time to time. We got to rearrange our priorities sometimes. And like I tell Candace, the Friday Foolish show, it's important, it's fun, but it's secondary to anything super important like family things that we need to take care of. Or in the case of me, I got to order some groceries this afternoon early and get some groceries in because it's been kind of a rough and tiring week on both me and Steve. Steve, started his new job, so he's still trying to get used to the schedule, and I think I'm feeling some of the fallout from that. So it's been a rough but good week, if that makes any sense at all. Um, but so I just thought I'd go ahead and get the groceries delivered today and say, hey, Steve, guess what? We don't have to rush out Saturday morning before the crowds start in Louisville and all the crazy people come out. And we don't have to go and do that this week. Hey, Blissful. Blissful was in Terror Time Tea earlier. Blissful is like, she's faithful. She's loyal. She shows up every time she can. So I do appreciate that, and I appreciate all the other people that continue to come to not only the Friday Foolish streams, but any of the streams that I do, whether I have a guest or not on there. So, and Candace is more than a guest. Candace is a co-host on this Friday Foolish show. So, hey, Abby, it's good to see you in here. Again, I think the last time we seen you was maybe the vinyl collecting show. I believe that was the one. Um, but without further ado, so we can get off here for an hour, in an hour. I cannot talk today. As Blissful says, words are hard today. I can't get anything out hardly today. So just bear with me here. But so that me and Candace can get off of here within an hour, I'm going to go ahead and add Candace so we can get started. Hey, Candace.
Hey, Dana. Hey, Chad, Abby, and Blissful, everybody.
We got 8 people in here. One of those may be Candace, the way StreamYard and YouTube counts people. But that means if it's counting Candace, we've got 7 more people. So that's a good amount, I think, watching us today. Candace, what do you think of the new picture that
I
I?
was just getting ready to mention that. I love it.
Mhm.
It
I
reminds
thought
me of
it
a
was
Willy Wonka
bright.
or something.
Yeah, exactly. It's bright and it's summery and all
Yeah.
that stuff. And
I'll
that
tell you what it reminded me of, and I can't remember the character's name, but if you've ever seen Wreck-It Ralph, there's like this little candy like girl on there. She's got like black hair and she's like got
oh, okay.
she got
Yeah.
like sprinkles on her. That's what it really reminded me of. That between that and Willy Wonka, so I like that.
And I didn't even know that I was making kind of like a Willy Wonka type of thing when I did that. But come to think of it, it does, the colors and
Yeah.
kind of the style a little bit reminds me of Willy Wonka. Okay. So in case you haven't guessed from the title of today's show or the thumbnail, me and Candace are going to be having our first ever taste test or
Yeah.
tasters challenge, whatever you want to call it, or as I put in the title, taste test bonanza. This is the first time we've ever did one of these, and when Candace brought it up, I was like, "Yeah, that is a really cool idea." And I had seen other people do these types of things online. And I was like, yeah, I think it's about time, we do something like that. Now, I think Candice has a few more items that she's going to be taste testing than I do. I only managed to get two this time around, and I hope they're both good. I hope you guys don't see me spitting something out all over my desk here, because that would be gross. Um, but I think I'm going to be okay with these two things.
Did you go
What do you,
adventurous, Dana, this time?
a little bit on one of them.
Really?
Yeah, I could have went way out there with it, but I was like, I'm gonna dial it back just a little bit for this first one anyway. And I made myself. There were 2 or 3 times that I thought of opening one of these and like eating some of them because it looked good, and I was like, I'm just gonna get me a couple. No, no, I can't do that. I gotta wait.
It's hard, yeah.
So that was hard to do because I'm a foodie. I like food of all kinds. So,
Yeah.
um, so Candace, do you want to kick us off with your first one, or do you want me to?
It doesn't matter. If you wanna do your first one, you can.
Okay.
If you're feeling, adventurous.
Okay. Well, since I'm feeling adventurous, let's go with the spicy one. Okay. So, what this is sriracha flavored peas. Now, I could have gotten wasabi. That's what I
Yeah.
meant. I could have went way out there. I was like, no, I've tried wasabi before. And wasabi about burning inside of my mouth
Yeah.
out.
That's actually one of the things that I was going to get was wasabi peas, but I said, "Well, if we do another one, I'll get that next time." So,
So yeah, you can see I haven't opened this thing. It's still sealed up. So we're gonna, well, maybe we are. I may have to get scissors out. Nah, no, there we go. So let's just try a couple of these things. I can show y'all what I mean, that's what
I've
they look
never
like.
eaten them before. I was like, "I wonder how those taste."
So here we go, gang. Not bad. Um, not really, not really hot or spicy yet, just yet. I'm waiting for it to kick in because
Are they
sometimes
like the consistency of like a corn nut?
they, okay, the spice is kicking in now, but it's not too overwhelming. It's almost like a soft peanut
Huh.
to me. I mean, that's what it seems like to me.
Wow.
Yeah, I could see myself eating this whole bag of them.
Does it taste like a pea?
Doesn't really taste like a pea because I'm tasting the sriracha.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh, could you imagine the wasabi ones?
I would have been dying. That's why. That's why I didn't like.
Oh
I was
my
like,
god.
nah, I'm not going to get the wasabi piece.
If we do another one of these, which I'm sure that we will, I may, because I love wasabi, but you know me and spice too. It's I don't handle it well.
Um, it, but I feel like this is the right amount of spice. It's not too weak and it's not too overpowering. And it does say on the package chili garlic flavored
That
green
sounds
tea.
good.
So you do have not only the sriracha, but you also have a little garlic in
Wow.
there as well.
We don't
Uh,
have that kind. We only have the wasabi ones here where we live, but
oh, really?
that sounds like something Chris would like.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, you know, anybody that likes about a medium spice and they like garlic, and I like cooked peas too, but they don't really taste like peas to me because of that seasoning. I'll eat green peas. Steve hates peas,
I don't
but
I'm not a big fan of peas. That's why I was kinda like, I don't know.
they're more like nuts, like a peanut, but a little bit softer till you get to the middle. Like in the middle, you can my teeth can notice like a harder consistency on the inside.
Yeah.
Um, uh, Prince of Darkness, you say, "Hey Dana, it's Hope. Change my channel name." Oh, okay. It's good to see you, Hope. You say, "I don't like peas."
I'm
LOL.
glad to see other people don't like peas either.
Hope says, "LOL." Every time I get a pot pie, I always remove some little bastards.
I can eat
Abby
them
says
in
she
things,
doesn't
but I
like
don't.
peas. But Blizzle says she loves the wasabi peas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have to get off of the stream if I ate the wasabi ones. I can guarantee it. That's why I decided against that. But evidently, a lot of people don't like peas.
I can eat them in stuff, but I don't and every now and then I'll eat like a pea salad or something like that, but it's not like my preferred thing. I like them in things like a beef stew or something like that, but I don't know, just to say, "Oh, I love" no, I like sweet peas, like the from the garden.
Hmm.
Those are really good, but like just canned peas or something, I don't know.
But
What other
I
kind
did
of peas?
notice you guys and gals might, if you get a bag of these, you might notice this one's a little green and it's just like a half one. But that happens with some of the stuff. Um, but yeah, I say, we can use the rating scale. We can use the
Okay.
Deadite rating scale on this. So let me see what I want to give these sriracha flavored peas. Um, I'm going to go ahead and give them a 4 deadites out of 5 because I'll definitely see myself eating the rest of this bag of them. Now, Steve, he'll probably, because he frowned when I picked them up at Kroger. He was like, "What in the heck?" I said, "Steve, it's for the taste test that me and Candice are going to be doing for Friday Food." She's like, "All right." But yeah, I'll definitely be partaking of these a little later on, probably this weekend, and all of that. So yeah, if you haven't tried those sriracha flavored peas, and you can find them at your local grocery store or Walmart or whatever, then I would recommend them. Not bad. Hope says fried okra sounds amazing right
Oh, I
now.
love fried
I,
okra.
I like okra.
And I also like the okra that has been, like, dried, like the dried fruit and the fried or the dried
Oh,
vegetables and stuff,
yeah.
um, and it's got, like, a little bit, like, salt on it and stuff, and they're real crunchy. I love those too. I always did
Oh,
love okra.
yeah. Well, see, I'll eat seaweed
Mhm.
and I made some kale chips
Oh, I
and
lo
they
there
were really salty.
oh my gosh, dang, I've never made kale chips, but there used to be this brand that Walmart used to carry, and it come, like, in a clear container, and it was
Mhm.
rosemary truffle, kale chips,
Ooh,
and they were so good, and then they stopped selling them, and I was like, "Oh, no." But I love those things.
yeah, and Steve refused to try the kale chips, but it was back when I was trying to lose weight, and that was one of the things that was
Oh, it's good.
mentioned.
Better than potato chips, I think.
They're a lot saltier,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
see, it's a good thing I don't have high blood pressure because I love salt.
See, I do too, but I can't indulge, but I like salt too. It's a problem, I guess.
Steve loves salt too, but he puts so much salt on stuff. It seems like he puts more salt on stuff than I do, and I don't know how he doesn't have blood pressure problems. But I'm thankful he doesn't. But I just don't understand it.
Yeah.
So I'll quit blabbing and turn it over to Candace so she can try one of her items
Well,
here.
I guess the first thing I'll try is the only, like, drink that I have because
Okay.
once I wanna try it when it's still cold. I have a drink here just in case I don't like it. I got some cherry 7 Up, but, um, this is called it's coconut milk drink
Hmm.
with, it's the original flavor, I guess it's coconut flavor, with coconut gel, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's got little bitty jellies in the bottom of it. You
Oh
can't
yeah,
really see it, but
I can see it a little bit.
let's see. You may can see them floating around there.
Mm.
But and I don't want to butcher this because I'm not. But but I'm gonna try to say what it says. Be Bebida de leche de coco. And I know I'm butchering that, and I'm so sorry. I
Well,
don't
at
know if
least you tried though, Candace. You did better than I do a lot of
but
times.
it's Toucan brand, and I bought this at the beginning of the week, and I'm like you, Dana. I sit and look at it, I was like, maybe if I can just open it up and just have a little taste, I can, I
Mm.
can tell them I opened it and tasted it. I said, no, I'll just wait. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna try this. They had a pineapple flavored one too, and it was the coconut milk, but it was just pineapple flavor. I said, I'm gonna just try the original. Well, it smells good. I can tell you that.
Well, that's a good sign.
Mmm, that is good. That is really good.
So I'm
It's
glad that Candace didn't have to spit it out all over the place.
it's got little pieces of coconut, I think. Yeah, it's little pieces of coconut,
Now,
like
see,
gel.
that would probably turn me off with the little pieces of coconut. If it was just
Oh, I
coconut
love it.
flavor, I'd be fine. But
Yeah, it's not like actually like coconut. It's like this gel that they make from like I don't know if they
maybe I'd
boil
be able to
coconut.
do that. Maybe I'd be able to do the gel.
You ever get like the boba drinks?
Yeah, I
It's
have.
kinda got like that kinda stuff in it, but it's like
Okay.
in like little gel, like little, squares, but
I
that is
hate to
really good.
I hate to say this while I'm on stream, but my y'all have pets and Candace has pets, but one of my dogs is letting off terrible gas back here.
Oh, no.
If
Oh, no.
you see me wrinkling my nose up, that's why. Because Brink has had tummy problems, so it's probably
Yeah.
uh,
But no, Dana, I love this. This is really good. It's got like a milky flavor, like it tastes like milk. You get that, but it's got that coconut flavor too, and then it's got those little bitty pieces of like that gel, like Jello, or it's not really Jello. It's like it's a harder consistency than Jello, but it's really good. I give that 5.
okay.
I
I'm
give it a
gonna
5. That's
here.
really good. I like that. I'll have to go back and get some more of those.
So Candace is giving that drink 5 deadites out of 5.
Mm.
Um, so I guess she may be sipping on that as we continue this, unless she's got something over there that probably maybe wouldn't mix with that drink. But
Trying to see if this has actual milk in it because I'm mildly lactose intolerant. So I don't want to sit here and drink it.
so Hope says I had a coconut drink at work a few years ago, and I gagged. It had little bits in it, but I love coconut. And Hope's was in a can as well.
I've seen them in a can. I've seen those. I've never tried them though.
And
I-
Blissful says, "Oh, okay, I need to try that." And Abby says, "I understand bad gas with baby."
Oh yeah, I
I
don't
knew
think this
I
one.
knew Abby would get it, and you would get it. Anybody that's got pets,
Oh yeah, definitely.
you know, especially dogs. I don't
Hmm.
know. Has anybody ever noticed their cat? For those of people that have cats having bad gas, I know Hope has got cats.
Yeah, I've had some that's had it before. I just think sometimes they get into stuff and eat something that doesn't agree with them,
Hmm.
and their stomach gets a little bit off, and it.
Um, so I guess I can move on to my second one. I'm ashamed of myself that I don't have as many things as Candace
Oh, that's
does.
okay.
Um, but I'm really excited about this. Is why I saved these for last, because you may see me munching on these for the rest of the stream. And this is a Pringles flavor of chips, chili cheese fries
Ooh.
that I love Pringles, but I've never had the chili cheese fries. And I
Hmm.
saw these at Walmart, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm going to pick those up and use those for the taste test." And this was the thing that I had to make myself not open it up until today. Um, oh yeah, Hope. Just let me know. Or I'll let you know when we do one of these again, and
Oh, yeah.
you can come in on the stream. We'd love to have you on here. Um,
I'm sure we'll have plenty of these.
Abby says she's got these chips and she likes them. So
Oh, okay.
let's take. You can see I haven't taken the seal off there, and let's. Sometimes the Pringles crumble too, so I'm making
Yeah.
sure that I get 2 whole ones out here. So here we go. Ooh, these are good.
They sound good.
It takes a little bit for the chili cheese fries flavor to come in there, but it's there.
Oh, well,
It
good.
just takes about a second and a half to hit my taste buds. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give this one a 5. Um, and now I'm gonna be y'all hear me crunching and munching on these the rest of the daggone stream.
That's probably another thing Chris would like. He loves Pringles and he loves chili cheese fries, which who don't like chili cheese fries? Now
I'm
Pringles
gonna
has
have to say I don't trust you if you don't like chili cheese fries.
now Pringles had and I don't know if they've like if it was just like um a one-off thing. You know how they just bring stuff out, maybe like the ones you got there, but
Mhm.
they were what was it? It was my goodness, Philly cheesesteak.
Mm.
And I was going to get some for Chris, but they had them. And then when I went back to get them, I never could find them again. But I said I bet he would love those because he loves Philly cheesesteak. But we got one brand one time, not brand, but flavor one time. I can't remember what it was, but it didn't even taste like anything. It tasted like plain Pringles. Didn't even have a flavor, but whatever it
Oh,
was like a really like supposed to be like a really flavorful, like a weird flavor. But I was like, this doesn't even taste like anything.
but
Pringles is like that.
Hope says my cats usually don't pass gas like that. That I've noticed. I've noticed the same with my dog. Well, you're lucky that way, Hope. And Abby says I've never smelled anything with October. Um,
Oh, her kitty cat, yeah.
Hope also says I work at a gas station now, and we got these spicy or mustard spicy Doritos, and I'm just like, no.
I've seen those, yeah.
And Chris is on here. He says they recently brought back my favorite Pringles, honey mustard.
Yeah. He loves honey mustard ones.
He likes honey mustard. Like he uses honey mustard as a dipping sauce.
Yeah.
But I didn't know if Chris would be able to join us live today. I did send him the link a little bit earlier, but
I'm not for sure if he will be out coming on or not.
okay. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna try to quit. Pringles you can't eat just one.
That's the bad thing about them.
And you'll look and the whole can will be gone before you know it. Especially, I have a bad habit of bringing snacks back here with me to the computer
Yeah,
anyway, and I'll just be sitting there, and it's just you don't even know how many you've eaten.
I know. And that's
And
why
then
I
you
hate
look
potato
and it's
chips.
like, oh my gosh. Okay, that's okay, Chris. He says, unfortunately, not today. He must be really busy.
Yeah.
Maybe there's a lot of phone calls and stuff that he's
Well, I
got.
think just with this internet going in and out and stuff, which is fine right now, knock on wood, it stays fine. But oh my gosh, it was like every 2 to 3 minutes, it was just in and out, in and out, in and out. I'm like, what is going on? So hopefully it's stable enough to stay on, especially just for this hour if it just stay on. But I
Yeah.
think that it's evened itself out. Hopefully.
So I'll send it back over to Candice and let her pick another one of her items she wants to check
Well,
out.
I've got a couple bags of potato chips. Well, not really potato chips, but chips.
Okay.
Um, the first one is already been somebody's been snacking on them,
Uh-oh.
but I peeled off here, and it's the new, and I just smelled it. It's the new Doritos
Oh,
tangy
tangy
pickle,
pickle.
and I
Huh.
think that they released these with the one that Hope was talking about, the spicy, the I think was it spicy honey mustard or, yeah, the spicy mustard or something like that.
Mhm.
And I seen them, and I was like, well, I love pickles. And I like Doritos when I do have chips. I hate eating chips because it's like you just said, once you start eating them, you can't stop. And I don't,
They're
and
the
the
worst
ingredient,
thing for doing that.
so I don't like eating them. Um, but I like Doritos, especially the blue Doritos. But they smell like a pickle. I mean, it smells just like you're opening a jar of pickle juice or a
Mhm.
pickle or whatever.
Does it smell like dill pickles, Candace?
Yes, it smells like
Oh,
dill pickles, but they do not look like they have anything. Well, yeah, I guess they do have a powder on them. It's like a I guess a Dorito colored powder, but
yeah.
there's something on there.
I don't think that's gonna. I don't think it's gonna be a good one for Candace.
Gosh, uh, no, that's not for me. It tastes like and I'm being brutally honest. Now, if you like pickles, which I'm the queen of pickles, I love pickles. Just look in my refrigerator and you'll see. um, it tastes like somebody, and this is gross, has licked the Dorito clean. It tastes stale, and I just bought them. And the powder, the pickle powder, is very, very mild. So it tastes like a stale Dorito that somebody's licked the powder off of and dipped in a little bit
I'm
of
having
juice.
images of somebody licking all the powder off the drink.
Yes. Yeah, and I got a funny story about that one time. Whenever Noah was a little kid, I mean, he couldn't have been 2 years old. I had a bag of Doritos, and um, I had them sit. They're just like one of those little individual bags or whatever. And I gave them to him, and then he come back and gave them back to me, and he said, "Mommy, I don't want these." I said, "Okay," and he'd already had them open and stuff, and I said, "Well, he's not eating. I'll just put them and I'll eat them later or something."
Mm.
So I remember I made me a sandwich that night. I went and got those
I
bags.
think I see where this is going.
Yeah, I went and I got that bag of Doritos, and I sat down to eat them with my sandwich, and I
Mm.
picked one out and started eating it, and I was like, "There's something wrong with this," because it was like had no powder on it, and I started looking. He had licked all those Doritos clean and stuck them back into the bag. And I said, "No." I said, "What did you do?" He said, "Well, I ate what I wanted off of them, the powder." I said, "No, you don't do that. You don't do
That's
that."
like somebody eating all the cream in the middle of the Oreos and then leaving
Mhm.
you the cookie
They've done
water.
that too. Reagan, my nephew did that once. Chris can tell you that. Now, that second bite was a little bit better than the first bite. But it's very, I don't know. It's not what you would expect. It's not very good. I will not buy them again. So whoever opened them and tried them, no wonder there's not a lot missing out of them because they probably Noah probably took a bite of them and put them back in.
I was
And I
gonna
don't want
say
those.
I don't think it was Chris, so my thought would be it was maybe Noah.
He likes pickles too. So, but not like me. Noah is a big pickle eater, but he's not as big as a pickle fan than me. So I don't know.
So what rating would you give that,
Well,
Candace?
they're not the worst,
Mhm.
but they're not the. I'll give them a 2, just because I could see somebody liking them, but I just don't like them. It's not for me. So I'll give them a 2 because they're not the worst I've ever ate. I've eaten worse whenever it comes to Doritos. So I can't remember what they were, but there was one that we had got. It was some kind of like seemed like it was like a chili or something like that, like a chili powder or something like that. I forget what it was, but it was really bad.
There was a Doritos that I was gonna try to get at Kroger to use for this, stream today, and I couldn't find them when I went there. They were some kind of late night cheeseburger or something. I don't know. Something.
Yeah, yeah.
Abby says, I like pickles, but I'm going to pass on those.
You may like them, Abby. I mean,
I
maybe it's just me, but it's ugh, I don't know. I just can't stand something tasting stale. I mean,
Mm.
that to me is a big ugh.
And chips are a bad thing to taste stale.
Yeah, especially Doritos. You don't want no stale Doritos. That's
No, no.
it also reminds me of what Noah did and me eating that Dorito. I was like, oh my god,
Makes you think if somebody at the factory was licking the Doritos before
oh
they
my god.
fell in the
Yeah,
bag. I'm
yeah.
not trying to gross Candace out. I'm just, trying to make a joke. Bad joke. Sorry, guys and gals. Um, so um, I'm gonna continue to eat these here and there, but um, if Candace wants to, try another one
Yeah.
of the things, or she may want to wait after the pickled Doritos.
No, I need to get that out of my mind. That was gross. That taste was gross. But here's something that I do like when it comes to chips, or if you call them I call all these types of things chips. I don't know what other people would call them, but the Chester fries, like the hot fries
Oh
that he
yes,
has,
I
or
love
the
the hot
cheese ones.
dog. Mhm.
This is the ranch. I was like, I've never seen them with the ranch before.
Mm,
If it's something that's been around, I've just not seen them.
I'm
And I'm
gonna have
like,
to
ooh,
give
that
me
sounds
some
good.
of those.
Yeah. So I said, I love ranch and I love Chester's fries. I can't really eat the hot fries because it bothers me. But so this would be something that I think I will like. Oh, that's ranchy. I'll tell you what that smells like. And I love corn nuts. I don't know if anybody else likes corn nuts or has ever tried corn nuts.
I don't even know if I've had corn nuts before.
All of them. I grew up eating them. The ranch corn nuts are my favorite. And these smell like uh, ranch corn nuts. And it's a very, very high, like if you make like the Hidden Valley ranch
Mhm.
dip with the
Yeah.
sour cream and the powder, it smells like that powder. So,
Okay.
oh yeah, those are good.
Well,
Those
I'm
are really
definitely
good.
gonna try to hunt me some up because I like ranch too. Ooh, yeah.
Those are really good. If you like ranch, then this right here is a win. I'll give that a 5. That's really good.
All right.
Those are dangerous.
They're dangerous. They're probably as dangerous as these.
Those
Because
are
I'm
really good.
looking in the can and I've already like it's down about a quarter of the can. Oh man.
Those are really good.
Um, Hope says the only thing that's good stale is popcorn, and I would have to agree with Hope on that because
Yeah,
I have had stale popcorn and it's still great.
popcorn is always good, no matter when you get it. I
And
just it gets stuck in my teeth, so I try not to eat it. But my favorite is called Big Cheese. I think is what it's called. And it's like extra, extra cheesy. And
mm,
when you pop it, it's really good. I love it. We get it all the time.
Abby says I like ranch too, so I'll have to try to find those.
Yeah, I got those at Walmart, and they're just like $2.99 a bag. So
Well, next time me and Steve go to Walmart, I'm going to look and see if I can
yes,
find
they're really good. Maybe you can try them on another Friday Foolish or something. But I don't think you'll be able to wait. You'll be like, no, I'm gonna go ahead and eat these.
Probably, I'd be like, "Oh, man, these were good,"
Yeah, those are hard. I've been looking at them. I was like, those sound really good.
The next time we do one of these, I'm gonna try to get more things to eat and or drink, because there's drinks that I see that I haven't, tried yet. So,
Yeah. It's like that one that I had told you about. I never went back and got it, but if we do another one of these, I'll go back and get it. It's called Mr. Cucumber,
oh, that's right. Yeah.
and it was a cucumber water, but I've read the ingredients and it said it had sugar in it. So I was like, "Is this a sweet cucumber water?" Or it's like sparkling cucumber water, and I was like, "Huh, that just sounds interesting." I remember when we went to, Disney World, we stayed in this really nice resort, and they had fresh cucumber water down in the lobby, and they always kept it, stocked up and fresh ice put in it and stuff like that. And I remember coming home and making fresh cucumber and mint water. Um, and I just love it. It's so refreshing. If you like cucumbers and you like mint, try
Hmm.
you some fresh cucumber and mint water because it's so good.
I'm gonna have to try that.
Mhm.
Hope I think my days of drinking Mad Dog 2020 are over with because I hope this next episode Dana gets Mad Dog 2020.
My gosh.
No, I drank Mad Dog 2020 one time, and yeah, I
That
don't
stuff
know.
really gets you messed up, don't it? I think it was Chris or somebody told me that they got really, really messed up on Mad Dog 2020 one
If
time.
I had drank more of it, I may have gotten messed up, but I just didn't care much for the taste. It was,
Mm,
I know it was an alcoholic drink, but it was a little bit too bitter, a little bit
yeah,
too
ooh,
strong for me. Um, and I was like, it's okay, but I don't really see myself going back and
yeah.
drinking it ever again. Um, but
Yes, I can go ahead and
Candace,
try.
you ready to? Candace is going to be sick of food. I'm because I only had two things, so I'm just having her go, go, go.
Now, before I um started the stream, before you got me on here, Chris ran in here and seen these. He's like, "Oh, I'm getting one." So he opened up the pack. So I've not tried one. It's open,
Oh, Kit Kats! I
and
love
it's
Kit Kats.
it's Kit Kats, but it's pink lemonade flavor.
Oh yeah, I saw those. So I'm
Hmm.
curious to see what they taste like.
Chris has tried one. So what do you think of it, Chris? If you've already eaten it, which I'm sure he has. So yeah, it's got little pink lemons on it.
Mhm.
So I'm curious. I don't eat a whole lot of candy, sweets, or anything like that. But when I do have like a candy bar or something like that, I like Kit Kats.
Chris says they're good, Candace. So
I
we'll
sniff
see.
everything. I'm sorry. Whenever I'm going to eat something new or something like that, I always smell of it. I don't know why,
It's fine.
but it smells really good. It smells artificially like I don't know. It just that like a candy, like a gummy flavor maybe.
Right.
So it took it a second, but that flavor is that art like artificial,
Hmm.
like lemon flavor. Like if you had like a lemon Skittle or
Hmm.
something like that,
So does it? Let me ask you this, Candace. Does it still have that chocolate flavor to it too?
you taste that like artificial like a lemon flavor, but you taste like a white chocolate taste
White chocolate, yeah.
underneath that, which I'm not a huge white. I hope I'm not spitting stuff out of my mouth. I'm not a huge white chocolate fan. Not
I'm
even a
not either.
chocolate fan.
Mhm.
It's good. It's just not something that I would eat because I don't like. I'm not a big, like I said, I'm not a big like chocolate fan. Not a big candy
Well,
eating.
Chris, I guess you'll get to finish up that
Yeah,
microphone.
but for what it is, it's good. For what it is, it's good. When it comes to like candy or like if you're eating like a candy bar or something, like I said, I do like Kit Kats, but I like those like symphony bars and stuff. They've got like toffee and stuff in it. I
Mhm.
like those. But if you like Kit Kats and you like that, artificial like gummy
Mhm.
flavor, like a lemon, these are really good. It's just not my cup of tea. But for what it is, and I'm not going to let my like what I like and what I don't like. Uh, for what it is, I would give it probably about a 4. because
Okay.
they are really good. If you like stuff like that, then I believe you would like this. I'm just not a big fan. But if you like white chocolate, that taste is definitely there with that like a good like fake lemon taste. So I like them.
Um,
What else?
Abby says she's not much for white chocolate fan
Mm.
either.
No, I do like the cookies and cream bars, the Hershey's cookies, but
Mhm.
that doesn't really taste like white chocolate. That tastes like a creamy taste. You know what I
Right.
mean? It
Like
tastes a little bit
you're eating
different.
a cookie kind of.
Yeah, yeah, it's really good. I like those.
Wh-
Um,
While we're talking about Kit Kats, though, it made me think of this, and I want to see if anybody else has ever ate these before. I would love to be able to find them again, but I ain't been able to find them in years. Years, and I'm talking years, like over 10 years at least. I went into, I believe it was either it may have been a Family Dollar. Does anybody remember Family
yeah,
Dollar?
we still have Family Dollar.
And I went in there and I was just perusing the candy aisle, and they had a flavor of Kit Kat called a milkshake Kit
Ooh,
Kat, and that just caught my eye because I love milkshakes. And I ate that thing, and it was one of the most delicious things I've ever ate in my life. But that was the one and only time I saw that,
huh.
and I've never seen it again. And I don't remember it being called like a limited edition or anything like that. But I have never seen a milkshake Kit Kat again. So I was just wondering if anybody in the chat or Candice or anybody had ever seen or tasted those milkshake Kit Kats.
Seems like I vaguely remember those. I've never tried them.
Mm-hmm.
I know they have another flavor if you like churros.
Mm-hmm.
They have that right now, I'm pretty sure. But let me go grab something. Now, this is something that I have eaten because I love them. But I want to show these off, Dana, because it's something that I think you would like whenever you're drinking tea and stuff. Let me turn my mic and my camera off, and I'll be right back. Okay?
Okay. While Candace is away, I'll go to the chat here. So Chris, you say it wasn't you that had the Mad Dog 2020 and got messed up. You said you had it once and didn't like it. Yeah, that was like me. I had it once and didn't like it. Hope that's actually a positive. I wish I could say I haven't had alcohol in forever, but I don't drink alcohol like I did. And Steve hardly ever drinks it at all either anymore. So hope you say you love dark chocolate. And hope you also say white chocolate is okay at best. You say, hope you say, I want a milkshake. Damn, laughing my ass off. Favorite flavor? Well, my favorite flavor of milkshake is, of course, chocolate. I'm just a huge chocolate fan anyway. Um, but while Candace is still gone, for those of you that haven't gotten a chance to see it, I'll show off my handiwork. This is the mouse pad I made for myself. It's a Evil Dead chick mouse pad, and these mouse pads will soon be making their appearance. Not necessarily the Evil Dead chick one, but mouse pads will be available on my Deadites on Deck shop at deaditesondeck.com for $15 a piece. And so basically, any t-shirt design that's on the site, you can have that duplicated on a mouse pad, or custom work is available. I'm pimping out my shop here, Candace.
Okay.
Custom work is available on t-shirts and mouse pads, and even I'm going to have tumblers on there soon, coffee cups, and just y'all stay tuned because there's going to be several new items coming up.
Yeah, listen, I've received my package from Dana, the custom shirts that she did for my son and nephews, and they were awesome. The kids loved them. The designs were on point, just beautiful, beautiful work. So if you're not checked out Dana's stuff, Go check it out. I'm telling you, the package came nice, and she had it decorated with like a little custom sticker and everything. So, yeah, go check her out. Definitely, she does some great stuff and good deals too.
I try because that's one of the things that people talk to me about. Multiple people talked to me about before I started the shop was that places like T Public and stuff. And I'm not
Mm.
telling people not to go to people's T Public store. I'm just saying there's two things that bothered me personally about T Public. One was the fact that you got about $2 a shirt.
I can't believe that still.
Creator got $2 a shirt. T Public took the rest. And the shipping was $6 for one shirt.
Hmm.
For
Wow.
one shirt. So and then what I do, like with Candace's order that I did for, we had what, a total of 4 shirts, Candace. We had a total of 4 shirts that I put in one package, one of those poly mailer. It's a black poly mailer, and I put them in there. And $6 was all I charged her for shipping to ship all 4 of those shirts.
Yeah.
So if you got one shirt, it would definitely be lower than $6.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and it was a pretty, like, heavy I mean, not for 4 shirts, they can get kinda, not heavy, heavy, but it was not a light package, so for $6 is all she charged me for shipping. So, like I said, really good deals, so go check her out if you've not, and I'll definitely be getting some more, like, the mouse pads, definitely. Um,
I think Candace is wanting some tumblers and mouse
yeah,
pads.
yeah.
And did you tell me you wanted a coffee cup too, Candace?
Yeah, maybe we'll see what I'm always so indecisive. I had to think about what I want on this stuff. And Dana's
Right.
really good about letting me design stuff that I want on there. And she'll put my custom designs on there, and that's what she did with those shirts. Is she let me, design what I wanted, and she just put them on the shirts. But she did cut them to like, fit the shirt, and I like how she cut around stuff and
Mm.
designed it that way. So, and everything turned out great. The kids loved them. So, because the kids helped me design the stuff, and
Yeah,
Noah designed his, and they couldn't believe that their designs were on a shirt.
it was on the
So, that was really neat for them.
mm.
So, she helped me make something special for them. So I really appreciated that.
Now, for people that are interested in the process of doing shirts and other things like that, the reason why I cut around the design like that is because I try to be a perfectionist. I'm hardest on myself. I'm harder on myself than anybody else is.
Really
And
is.
what I don't like is that square box around design
Yeah.
that bothers the heck out of me. So I was watching videos. I have to give credit where credit is due. I was watching people do t-shirts and watching videos on it because I wanted to learn how to do it the right way
Mhm.
before I started. And I noticed that a lot of these people would cut around the design. That way you don't have that just straight
Yeah.
edge square box around it. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying it bothers me personally to have that.
But I'm
Uh,
sure if you say, "Hey, I want the box around it," Dana would leave it on there,
oh yeah, if you
if
yeah.
you wanted it. But the way she does it, she makes it look good, and, it just they turned out really great, better than I ever thought they would. So, she always goes above and beyond because I always think it's gonna turn out awesome anyway, but whenever Dana gets done with it, I'm like, "Well, that turned out even better than I could imagine." So,
Well, when I did those 100% polyester shirts, I was like, whoa. I was like,
yeah,
I can't believe how it looks like that was just made onto
it
the shirt.
does.
It does not look like it was pressed on the shirt. It looks like it came out of the shirt factory.
Yeah, it does. It looks like it's made into the fibers of the shirt. It's really neat, and the kids loved it because 'cause they're really, like, soft or not well, they're soft, but they're, like, silky, so it's
Mm.
kinda like the dry fit. if you like dry fit, and my boys, they like dry fit because they get hot when they're outside playing and stuff, so that helps keep them cool during the summer. So they loved them, and they're like, "Wow, that turned out great."
So I'm going to read these comments and then I'm going to let Candice go to her next product here. Um, Thank you, Hope. Hope says that's cool, and thank you, Abby. Abby says great job on the mouse pad, and I don't think I ever remember you telling me that you used to make custom posters. Hope, if I've forgotten about it, I apologize, but that is really cool.
Mhm.
If I was more artistic, I would do that. Unfortunately, I'm not. Even though Candace tells me I could do it, she
Yeah.
tells Chris that, she tells me that. Um, Candace is she's a very supportive person. Like, I could be the worst artist in the world, and she'd say, "Hey, Dana, you can do it." But anyway, I'll turn it back over to Candace, and I'm going to have some more of these chili cheese fries Pringles while she's showing us another product here.
Now, I've got one more, item that I've never tried before, and I've saved it for last because it's an item that I said I would never try
Oh
in my
boy.
life. Uh, but I said, "Well, for this and for Dana, I'm gonna try it." So I'll leave it just for a second, but this is something I do like, and I love them. I eat them with my tea, coffee, whatever you got. I'm not a big coffee drinker, but when I do drink coffee, it's something I like, it having with them. And this is something I think you would like, Dana, if you like lemon flavor. They have different flavors. They have like hazelnut and probably raspberry and every flavor you can think of. I love lemon. And this tastes like a real lemon, like it's been made with real lemons. It doesn't have that artificial taste to them. But I grew up on these. My grandma used to buy these all the time. I grew up with tea drinkers. My grandma and grandpa were huge into tea. So we'd have tea, every afternoon and stuff like that. And this is something that she always bought. Well, I was at Food City a while back and I seen these. I was like, "Oh, they got lemon flavored." And, me loving lemon the way that I do, I grabbed them and took them home and I fell in love with them. And everybody in the house loves them now. Noah loves them. Chris loves them. I have to keep, I said, "Keep me some for when I have my tea and stuff." So,
So,
um, I don't know if you've ever ate like the wafer rolls
oh,
before.
I have had those, but not the lemon. I'd love to have the lemon
I
one.
had never had lemon. The ones that I grew up on were like chocolate inside.
Mhm.
But this is Cucina, and I'm probably butchering the name. Forgive me. Cucina and Amore Kitchen of Love. I'm probably butchering that first word there, but it's
Oh, man, those look so good.
cream filled lemon flavored. And let's see. No artificial colors, flavors, or preservatives. So it's real lemon flavor. It's really good
Now
too.
now where did you say you got those, Candace?
I got these at Food City. So I don't see lemon in here. Yeah, here, lemon powder. But it tastes just like a lemon, like fresh. This is a product of Greece, and they're European style wafer rolls. And I grew up on these, having these at tea time,
Mhm.
but they're just the little wafer rolls, and it's got a little cream filling inside, and they are so good. They're like really light, like when you bite into them, they're like real airy and crispy.
I tell you what, Candace, if I can find those lemon ones around here, I might
Mhm.
use those for my next Terror Time tea.
Oh, they're so good. You'll love them. You see the cream like sticking out of them there,
Uh-huh.
but
So
whenever you bite into them, it's like you're biting into air. They're so good. Let me show you. I'm gonna start eating on these. Oh my gosh.
Hope
Well,
says that I need to get a PO box so people can send me snacks and drinks.
yeah, that would be cool. Look
I'll talk
here.
to Steve about that again.
When I break into it, can you see that? That cream that comes out of them.
Candace, you're killing me here.
Yeah, I think you would love them. I mean, I'm gonna have to go
I
get the jar.
guarantee I would love them because I love lemon.
Yeah.
Lemon and key lime.
Mm.
I love both
Mhm.
of those.
You're telling me about your little cakes that you've been eating. And I said, "Oh my god, I love key lime pie."
Yeah. And I sent Steve to get me some more of those Marie Calendar ones that are round, they're not like a pie slice, they're
Yeah.
just a little round thing. And bless his heart, I guess he couldn't find those, and he brought me the Edwards pie slices, which they were good too, but I love those Marie Calendar
I
ones.
love anything Marie Callender's. But my last thing, Dana, and I said I would never try this, but I am somebody, I like to try some. I'm not a food snob. I will always make this rule, and I don't know why. I always said, well, I'll never try it because I've tried everything. I've tried buffalo, I've tried alligator, I've tried all kinds of stuff. But just as a little kid, I always had this like thing. I will never try deer. I will never try it. I don't
You're
know
gonna
why.
try deer meat?
No, I'm going to try it.
All right, I'm excited because I love deer meat.
So, I found this venison stick. It's not 100% venison because it does say that it's got grass fed venison and grass fed beef in it.
Okay.
So, but the flavor is venison. So it's probably got more venison in it than it does uh, beef. Um, but I'm not going to say that I'm not nervous because it's something I always have standing true by. So I will never try it. But
Mm.
I can't live like that. I have to try something at least once.
Well,
Um,
before you try this though, Candace, if you don't like this, then if you want to try venison again, get some fresh venison from somebody. I'm sure there's deer hunters
yeah, yeah.
around you. See if you could find some fresh venison and cook it up.
My dad used to bring fresh venison home. My dad wasn't a hunter, but he had friends who were, and they would give it to him. And he knew I was a big. I don't hunt. I don't like it, and
Well,
grow
I
up.
don't like hunting, and I wouldn't want to hunt, but I'm a little bit of a hypocrite because I will eat it.
So he would bring home venison steaks and the beef jerky. Oh, and that beef jerky smelled so good whenever he'd bring that home. And he's like, "Are you sure you don't want some of this?" I was like, "No,
Yeah.
I'm not eating it. It's Bambi. I'm not going to eat it." But I'm going to try it. I'm going to do this for you.
Okay.
Um, and I'm going to be totally honest. And I'm not going to go in it wincing. I'm a big girl. Oh, it smells good. I will say that. And the flavor is salt and pepper. So
Okay, that sounds good.
So if I try this, since this does have beef in it, if I do like it, I would be willing to try just plain venison
Plain
jerky. I'll
old.
try it in jerky form. Hmm. It's a little bit gamey,
So I,
but
I have heard that from people, but one of the ways if you take fresh venison and you cook it yourself, one of the ways that you can get that gamey taste out, and this is something my mom did when Dad would bring deer meat home for her to cook, is she would soak it overnight in salt water.
hmm.
And what it would do is pull all that blood out
Yeah.
of it. And that's what got rid of that gamey taste.
So the gamey taste isn't bad. It's not like a bad gamey taste. It's not bad. I'll say that I'm interested to taste it without the beef because
Mm,
I can taste the beef because I'm sure that's the part that's giving it the beef jerky like flavor.
mhm.
It's got a different taste. It's not like eating beef. It's got that, like I said, a more of a gamey flavor, but it's not a bad gamey flavor.
Right. And
It's
from a
good.
nutritional standpoint, venison is better for you than
Yeah.
beef.
I would give that maybe a 3, and
Ah, I think that's fair.
I would be willing to try it with it. The only reason why I give it a 3 because it's a pepper flavor,
Right,
salt and pepper, and pepper. I'm not a huge pepper fan, like as in black pepper.
right,
Um, for the meat, it's got a different taste. It's not beef, but it's kind of like beef.
right.
Would I
Yeah,
be describing it, right for people
yeah.
who
I
don't eat?
mean, for somebody that's ate deer meat for most of their life, yeah, you're describing it right.
It's got a different taste to it. Now, with all of the like exotic meats that I've eaten before,
Mhm.
alligator is still the best. To me, that's the best meat I've ever eaten.
I'm
And
gonna try alligator. I'm gonna get Steve to take me to the Hungry Pelican so I can have some alligator.
it's different. That is really different. I can taste something different. It's like I can't describe it. It's got like a I don't know if that's just something they put in it. That's why I need to eat it just by itself, like something that's not being like something that a actual person who has made the butchered the meat and stuff themselves. And as bad as that sounds, it makes me cringe. I can't help it.
I don't like to think about that's why I say I'm a hypocrite. I don't like to think about where what it takes to get this meat to me, but at least I always looked at my dad as he was not a trophy hunter. Yeah,
Yeah,
he wanted
yeah.
to get a big buck, but there were people that would cut
Do
a
it just for the
head
game.
off and leave the body there, and I was just like,
No.
That's wrong."
No, I'm totally against that, not to get into what I believe and stuff, but if you're utilizing the meat and stuff, I can definitely say I couldn't go do it.
Mm,
I guess I'm to that
I
point where
could
I
not.
couldn't.
No.
But my dad was always like, he's like, "You're missing out, Candace. This is the best beef jerky," and it did smell good because the people that he would get it from, whenever they process it, they would put this barbecue like flavoring into it.
Mhm.
Oh, and it smelled so good, and it was like not like the sticks. It
Uh,
was like not really shredded beef jerky, but the chunks of beef jerky that kinda is like flat and it like falls apart really easily.
I'll
Like
tell
it
you what's I'll tell you what is so good, and my mom cooked this a lot, and I loved it, is dad would have the tenderloin from the deer, and you need to do with the tenderloin because that's the best meat to do this with. And mom would put uh, lemon juice. She would
mm,
like baste lemon juice on the pieces of tenderloin, and she would bake it in the oven or roast it in the
mhm,
oven, or she would fry it up and
mm.
bread it, and it was fantastic that way too. So, like, both ways, I just absolutely loved it. Mom couldn't keep it on the plate, be like, grabbing big handfuls of it.
I'll never forget it. My dad, he would bring that stuff home. He'd bring home like the steaks and the stuff and like these jars that were filled with like it might have been a brine, like a saltwater brine, but it had like the chunks of it in it. And my mom, she'd be like, "Carl, why are you bringing that?" My mom, she didn't like.
Poor
And I
mom.
remember walking in. I said, "What are you making?" She'd look at me like a sad face. She said, "Your dad brought that deer in here." I was like, "Oh gosh." So she didn't like the thought of it either. It's not something that we grew up on.
Mm.
I guess is the reason why. Something else I've never tried is rabbit. Um,
I used to like rabbit when I was a kid, but now I won't eat it for anything. Rabbit, squirrel,
oh, I don't know if I
I
can.
won't eat any of that now. I'll still eat deer.
Yeah,
I will still eat fish. Like if my dad
mhm,
went fishing and got some
yeah.
fish, I would eat it.
it would be really hard for rabbit to do rabbit, probably out of them all because um, I've owned so many rabbits, and I love them. I've
Well,
had pets.
I lost my taste for rabbit meat over time,
Yeah,
and 2, I love rabbits.
yeah, I do too.
You know, I
Which I love
love 'em.
chickens and cows and all that stuff. I mean, but I was a vegetarian for like 4 years,
I tried to be a vegetarian multiple times, and it just
but
didn't work.
it was so hard. You have to really, really be dedicated to. I was just too tempted to, um, to eat. All it was just a hard thing. I mean, you really have to dedicate yourself for that. And I always found myself sliding.
Yeah, I did too. I gotta have some meat, I gotta
Yeah,
have my burgers.
yeah,
Hope says frog legs are amazing, and I had pet frogs. Well, Candace has got pet frogs too.
I
Not the
do.
kind that you would make frog legs from. That was usually bullfrogs, but
Now I have tried frog, but it was frozen frog legs that I made on my own, and they were awful. Somebody said, "No, you get them from somebody who knows what they're doing." This is no lie, Dana. We used to have here where I'm from a restaurant that specialized in frog legs.
hmm.
And I forget what it was called, but it was something like Granny's Frog Legs or something like that it was called. It was an actual restaurant. And it used to be down by we got a landmark here in Hazard. It's called the Goose. And it's the Goose House. It's the
Okay.
Mother Goose. It's shaped like an egg with Mother Goose on top of it. And it was down by there. It's like a little circle restaurant that was down by there that was part of that Goose. And
Chris says Doc Hoppas.
Doc Hopper's French fry frog legs. And like Kermit the Frog says, uh, all he can imagine is tiny little frogs walking around on tiny little crutches. That's one of my favorite movies is the Muppet movie. I don't know if anybody else has watched it, but he
I've
said
seen the Muppet movie, but it's been years, Candace. I
oh,
need to revisit it.
that's one of my all-time favorite movies of I mean, really, literally of all time. Is in my probably my top 10 movies of all time. But he said it'd be Gone with the Schwinn. I don't know if you know, he's on a bicycle and this like steamroller's coming to him,
Mhm.
and whenever he crushes the bike, they think he's gotten ran over,
Yeah.
but then it shows him sitting on top of that steamroller, and he said he'd be gone with a Schwinn, bicycle Schwinn, if you know what
Mm.
a Schwinn is.
I
I don't
used
know.
to eat frog. Speaking of frog legs, Dad used to go frog gigging. If anybody knows what frog gigging
Yeah,
is,
my
my
dad had one of
dad
those
used to
frog
do it.
gigger things.
Yep,
He
and
didn't go frog gigging; he just had it.
he just had it just in case.
Yeah, for a
Um,
weapon, I guess. It's got like a little
it
pitchfork.
would make a good weapon, yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
b but Dad used to go frog gigging. I
Oh, we
don't
love
think
little
he does
frogs.
it anymore, and I ate frog legs for years, and then just one day, I glanced down at those frog legs, and I
Oh.
saw a vein running through a
Oh,
leg, and I was
Lord.
like, "No, I'm done with the frog legs. I'm not eating them anymore." All it took was that one thing.
They tasted fishy to me. I just ugh, I don't I was like, I don't know about that now."
Um, but guys and gals, it is now 2:10, and I promised Candace we'd be off of here within an hour, and I've already went 10 minutes over.
Oh, that's okay. We just got stuff going on. I think both Dana and I have, like, stuff that matters that we have to take
I
care of.
gotta get some groceries, and Candace has gotta do something with her mom, so
Mhm.
it both are important. You gotta have food and other things, and you gotta take care of your mom because
Yeah.
our moms are very important people. Our
Yes, they
dads are
very
very
true.
important people as
Mhm.
well. They took
Yeah.
care of us. They put up with all of our crap growing
Yeah.
up. So they
Oh,
deserve to have a place of honor in
yeah.
our lives.
That's true. It sure is.
Uh,
But,
thank
I've had really a good time on this one. I
This
would
was
love to do another one of these soon.
Mm. And Blissful said it was fun. She said it's a great live. It was fun. We had
Thank you.
quite a few people,
Mhm.
watching as well, and it was good to have Hope back in
Yeah.
the chat. I really enjoyed seeing Hope in here, and I enjoyed seeing everybody. But when people haven't been in here for a while and they pop back in, it's always nice. Abby popping back in here.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, Abby says do another one like this.
Yeah,
Well, we
I second
will. We will. Uh,
that.
Hope said it was fun. And, me and Candace like to do different things.
Yeah.
Nothing says we have to just do movies or books or
No.
music or whatever. We can
It's
go
like
out
a
on a limb.
Yeah, this show is like a variety show. It's like a break from Dana's normal, stuff that she usually does. It's just like a break that, if we want to do horror, we'll do horror. If we want to do, just something off cuff, it's okay to do it. It's a like a variety show, wouldn't you say, Dana?
Mhm.
So it's
It's
always
like
fun to do
the
this.
Sonny and Cher hour or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Uh, we have a variety of different topics that we discuss every week.
I'll be
Uh,
Sunny if you want me to. You can be Cher.
yeah, but you've got the dark hair, long dark hair, Candace. You would probably do better as
I
Cher.
wish I looked like Cher.
Me too, Candace. But anyway, I want to thank first of all Candace for being on here with me. It wouldn't be a Friday Foolish if I didn't have Candace on here. And Candace has made this show what it is and what it has become is just a fun little, not a time waster. I don't want to say time waster, but a fun little, like a de-stressor. Like if
Yeah.
there's anything going on through the week with work or whatever that's stressing, I can always look forward to Friday Foolish to kind of decompress and de-stress. Um, and I also want to thank everybody that turned out in the chat, people that
Yeah.
maybe didn't feel comfortable chatting, but were watching. I know you're here because I see the count and I appreciate you being in here
Yeah,
and
thanks everybody.
watching. And we're going to get off of here. But as always, I want to remind everybody to be kind to one another and blaze that trail. And have a fantastic rest of your Friday. And let's make this weekend kick ass. And I'm not trying to be vulgar. I'm just saying, kick out the jams this weekend. Let's have fun. Let's forget about all the stress from the week and just go out there and have a good time. And yes, Blissful, have a beautiful day, everyone. I second that. And we'll see you hopefully on another one of these streams, Abby. If not, I'll,
Yeah.
I'll be talking to you on Messenger because I've since reconnected with Abby. Abby is an old friend, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, she's a very close
Yeah.
friend, but
Is
sometimes we get out of touch with people that we really care about, and so it's been nice to reconnect with
Abby
Abby.
is like a sister. She's like Dana. She's one of the best people you ever know, ever had the
Okay.
pleasure of knowing. So really happy to see her on here.
And so me and Candace are going to get out of here so we
Mm.
can do our family duties here, and we'll see everybody next time. So bye, everybody.
Bye.